The next unit is unit rate, which is really similar to rates and ratios, except unit rate is for 1 unit. So we find it for only 1 unit. So it's the price of a singular unit. So looking at the example, if we have 6 tissue boxes for $15 each, we want to know how much does one or each box cost. Okay. So that is the unit rate. So how much does each box cost? That's the unit rate. Okay. So we do the same thing we did before. The first thing we write it as a ratio. So we know it's boxes over dollars, or it meant as 6/15. Okay. So next we're going to set up a proportion. So again, we're going to write our boxes over our dollars. Okay, because we want how many boxes for how much money. We have 6 boxes over $15 is equal to how much 1 box costs. So we have to find the price of 1 box. So that's why that's X. And remember, to solve a proportion, we cross multiply. So we have 6X equals 15 times 1, which is 15. And then we solve. Okay, so we divide both sides by 6. And when you do that, type in your calculator 15 divided by 6, and you get 2.5. So then a box of tissues cost $2.50. So that's our answer. A box of tissue costs $2.50. So what we did is we set up our proportion. But here we go. Rather than set up a proportion, you can always just divide the dollar amount. So divide the dollar amount by the number of units or items. Okay. So what that means is we would just do, in this example, we would do 15 divided by 6, and that's going to give you 2.5. So we can put it into context. Okay. So we're going to do it both ways here. In example 1, I want you to set up a proportion. So we have 12 gallons of gas, cost $45. How much was each gallon? So we want to write this as a ratio. So I'm going to write it as gallons over dollars. Okay. We need to find the cost of 1 gallon. Okay. And we have that it's $45 for 12 gallons. Okay. So now we solve this. So again, we cross multiply. So we have 12x equals 45. Divide by 12. X is equal to, hopefully you get 375. So remember, we always write a sentence. A gallon of gas costs $3.75. Okay, let's go to the next page. Okay, so we're going to do these examples as just dividing. When we just divide, this is when we want to do dollars over items or dollars over units. So in this first example, we would do our dollars are $12.44. And we would divide it by the number of pounds, which is 6. And you would plug that in your calculator. Okay. So when you do that, that gives you $2.07 for 1 pound. So per LP. Okay, we're going to do one more. So in this case, we want to do miles over gallons. Okay, so we would do 450 over 18, and you would divide them. So do that now, divide them. When you do that, you should get 25 miles per gallon, MPG. All right, I want you to do 3, 4, 5. So take a moment, pause, and do 3, 4, and 5. All right, so hopefully what you've done is just do 1430 divided by 130, 152 divided by 8, and 30 divided by 4. Okay, and you got those following answers. So if your packet doesn't have when the homework's due, it's due on 1/23. So it's due Thursday the 23rd.